Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call to order the Health and Human Services and Aging Committee. Today is Wednesday, June 12th, and we're shortly behind schedule, but we would like to begin. Madam Clerk, if we could have a roll call, please.
As a reminder to all in attendance, this meeting is being recorded and live streamed on the county's YouTube page. Calling the roll, Ms. Conwell.
Present.
Mr. Sweeney. Mr. Sweeney is absent. Ms. Stevens. Ms. Stevens is absent at the moment. Ms. Turner.
Present.
Mr. Miller.
Present.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. I would like someone to make a motion to excuse Councilman Sweeney.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
No, it's just a joke. I will. He is in Ireland with his daughter, one of his daughters, and they're getting married. So a big thing for his family. So we're just joking because we know he's going to look at the committee meeting slides later. So that was an aye for me that he's excused. Any public comment?
No, Madam Chair, no one has signed in.
In our
Madam
regulars?
Chair, I make the motion to approve the minutes from the May 22nd meeting.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. We have two items that we will be voting on today, and then we have a presentation. So, Madam Clerk, if you could read the first item into the record.
And I'd like the record to reflect that Ms. Stevens is now in attendance.
Thank you.
Resolution 2024-0198, awarding a total sum not to exceed $10,000 to Ashbury Community Services Incorporated for the Digital Aviator Program from the District 7 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
Who will be presenting today? Please come up front, turn the button on, it should be green, and state your names for the record. While we have a moment, I'll just let you know these are ARPA funds, and so ARPA funds have to go 3 readings. That was voted on amongst council, so the clerk could probably give you a guesstimated date of when this will go through the full process. And that's July 2nd. For final passage, if every.
Okay. Oh. Good afternoon. My name is Wanda Davis, Ashbury Senior Computer Community Center Executive Director. And I have with me one of my administrators, Angela Hill. And I just want to say again, good afternoon, Council, Yvonne Conwell, my council person, and to the rest of the council, thank you for the opportunity to present this afternoon. We really appreciate all that the county does to make sure that we serve our seniors correctly. And then we have just a bit, some of you may have our presentation in front of you. And we are the Ashbury Senior Computer Community Center. We've been delivering empowering technology resources to Greater Cleveland for the past 22 years. Our vision was to be able to be recognized as one of the premier training organizations within Cleveland and throughout the county. And our mission was to ensure that we bridge the gap in the digital divide for our inner city communities and our entering suburbs, and providing them with technology, accessible free technology, classes, and a supportive, appropriately paced and nurturing environment that encourages personal growth and enhances the quality of life for all participants. We are proud to say that we have been able to do that, and some of our notable accomplishments accomplishments. We've trained over 9,000 plus residents in computer basics and digital literacy. We have awarded well over 2,000 refurbished computers in conjunctions with our Connect Your Community, AT&T, RET, 3 PCs for People, and others, giving us the opportunity to make sure we have affordable or free working devices for our participants. We co-created the Greater Cleveland Digital Navigators Program, which is now flourishing throughout our county. With the Greater Cleveland Digital Equity Coalition, we were able to have a spinoff for a seniors committee to continue to make sure that we're empowering them with state-of-the-art, up-to-date technology resources and skill training. We have formed over 70 collaborations and partnerships, and we are a reseller of the Internet Wi-Fi hotspot Mobile Citizen, which delivers low-cost internet access to our residents if there is no other choice available for them. And we have hosts and we participate in over 20 community events each year to make sure that we give back to the community and the community know that we are available and accessible for their needs. We also have been able to include an intergenerational component with our youth lab, and we have our Build a Robot Days homework hour and extras for our youth. And still looking forward, we still try to continue. We had a program where we said ASC3 Beyond the Walls. Our goals is to be able to be present in every city ward and every council ward so that our reach will be much further throughout the county and that we can continue to bring empowering resources for our seniors 60 and plus. And we also serve others, but for the purpose of the ARPA, we are saying 60 and up. Our outreach efforts are targeted to elders 60 and up, and nearly 100% African American with low to moderate income. We try to serve at least 200 of those individuals annually. We usually exceed that goal, and this project will continue to increase awareness and technology uses among that population. Angela is going to go on and just give you some of our best practices as we continue to move forward.
Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Davis. Just want to give you a little update on how we operate with the
State
best
your name for the
practices.
record.
Best practices with in the classroom.
If you could state your
State
name
your
for the
name
record,
for the
please.
record.
My name is Angela Hill, and I'm with the ASC3 Asbury Community Center, and one of the instructors there. So our best practices in the classroom is to make the students aware of the digital basic skills and foundations that they would need in their daily lives, have empathy and patience, and with that, we try to minimize the fears so we can ease the learning process and have them at ease. We're always aware of creating a safe space for them, as well as recognizing their physical and their social barriers. We have to keep that in mind so we'll be able to kind of customize it on a one-on-one and walk around and make sure that they're getting the information that we're presenting. Systemic and logistical barriers, we always look for what they want to do for if they have long commutes or unstable housing. We try to help them in a well-rounded way as our students. And then for the last thing here, we want to be successful. We want to make sure we have create trust with them, be courteous, build a good rapport, so that way they'll open up to us and let us know what they need to learn in addition to what we're teaching them. And we will never, ever, ever allow them to quit. Most of the students, they want to come back and be repeat because you may have to reinforce what you've learned the first time because sometimes they just don't remember or they want to really get it down. So they'll come back and be repeats, and we welcome them there. Thank you.
And then we also place a great emphasis on making sure they understand telehealth and the way technology is changing. We're now introducing AI to our seniors so they understand the security and safety of knowing what AI is and how it can be utilized to enhance their lives instead of creating a barrier and a fear for them to use. As I said, we have had the opportunity to grow beyond the walls. And if you look at our scale in 2018, I think we were in 13 sites. And if you look at 2024, we have managed to have classes in 32 satellite locations. This ARPA fund will allow us to continue that expansion and continue to help us to continue to bring these technology empowering resources to our seniors. I thank you for being able to present.
Thank you. Thank you both. You're not gone. We have to ask questions. Can't leave just quite yet. So on that last point, Director, you stated that you were helping the seniors as well with the artificial intelligence. So I just want to put on the record that on June 13th at the Glenville Rec Center, the Department of Aging and Councilman Conwell will be having a Scam-O Bingo
Oh,
for the
wonderful.
seniors to assist them with all the scams that are out here. So I know you're a community person, you might want to join them. I don't know the times, I don't remember them. I have a flyer at home, so I just wanted to share that for anyone that would like to.
Madam Chair, did you say Scam-O Bingo?
That's what they're calling it.
Yes, that's what it's
Scam-O
called.
Bingo.
So,
Yes.
does it, let's expand on that a little bit.
I just want to go so
Because
I
I
can see. how-
technically am a senior.
Oh, it's wonderful. We've actually had your team from here to our center, and they do a fantastic job on presentation, and all enjoy it, so it's
So
really
there's a
good.
bingo card with all types of scams on it?
Yes,
And when you get 5, if it's 5 wide or diagonally 7,
yes. If you get,
you're a winner because you named all the scams?
well, they call them out, and you have to put the answers on the dots, you know,
Okay.
and then that's how you will, just like regular bingo. And
There are
so
that many scams out there.
there is that many scams, and they keep increasing.
They get me.
Yes. And Lord forbid, I mean, we're glad for technology to continue to move forward, but AI is just another dynamic, and we're just getting to understand the gist of its power. So we want our seniors to be aware and to be aware that new scams will be emerging, and we're hope that we are a pillar community where they can, anything they don't understand, they can actually come to us. We do let them know, and we bring Scam-O out to some of our events. Drew, I think it's Drew.
It is Drew.
Yes, it's very, 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 delivers a very good program. And, but the scams are there. And not just the scams, security, you know, just understanding how we need to keep ourselves secure when we're online. And even with all of us, we need to revisit all of our social sites and any sites that we harbor within our tech space, and make sure that we're changing passwords and keeping up with the latest scam that is out there, so we can assist each other and keep all of us safe and secure as we travel online.
Okay, and I just wanted to add with that, we have what we call a Super Tech Day, and that allows the seniors to bring in one of their technical devices where they may have clicked on something, got a virus, or been scammed, and we get that cleared and taken care of. So Super Tech Day is huge for that.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm not a senior yet. Can I, Super Tech Day?
I am, so.
We'd love
But
to have you.
maturity is a goal that I think everyone wants to achieve.
Yes, and
Because
we'd
if
love
you
to
don't
have you.
mature, what's the option?
Yes,
You don't have one.
yeah.
It's not a very good
Nothing.
option.
And one thing, because of your busy schedule, Councilwoman Stevens, we do have our Digital Navigator program, which is growing rapidly. And if you don't have the time, you give us a call, and you can make an appointment to have a one-on-one with the Digital Navigator.
Okay.
And that navigator will guide you through whatever problem you're having, or even if you're just curious about downloading.
I'm
up
just
a stick.
curious. I want to be coached.
Yes, that's exactly works. It works.
Okay,
So
thank you.
we're available.
I'm gonna open it up for my colleagues. They have any questions? Councilman Miller?
So, Madam Chair, Ms. Davis, thank you so much for coming. And I looked at your slide on the Digital Navigator best practices, and you could just take that and apply that to all of life, not just the Digital Navigator program. We just have so much of a need for these things like kindness and patience and not quitting and hanging in there. And it's just, I think your program teaches people how to deal with challenges generally, and it's a very good thing. So I just appreciate your work, and I'm happy to support the legislation.
And when will the next graduation be again?
July 11th at Glen Village. certainly like all of you to be there, especially District 7, Yvonne.
Right.
Through Chair,
Yes, Councilwoman.
having agree with my colleague, Councilman Miller. And I like this, technology equals power. And that power means providing opportunities where everyone rises. I love that. I was raised in this community, a block over on Lee Avenue, actually. And I love conceptually how you have carved out a space for our seasoned members of our community. And we'll work on getting an amendment together. But if the general chairwoman would allow me to add an additional $5,000 to her sponsorship, I would really love to do that for you. Is that okay?
Yes, I am just humbled. Thank you so much. Yes,
You're welcome.
I
Thank you for
certainly
all that you
appreciate it.
do for our community. Okay,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
All right, so you may have some additional paperwork that you'll have to do with that amendment.
I think we can amend it without them having to do additional paperwork. Trevor or Mike King will take care of it, and we'll see the amended version. But while I'm talking, could I add my name to this, Madam Clerk?
Noted, thank you.
All of us.
Thank you all so much.
We're very appreciative.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Very appreciative. Appreciative. I'm one of them sobby, so a lot of times, I can't get by without having that tear well up because of how humbled you feel and how honored you feel to be recognized for the work that we are doing and continue to do so. Again, I'm gonna cut it off and just say thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you both for presenting. July, my colleague helped me. So since this is an ARPA application, it will be proposed final passage date will be July 2nd.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. And that
Have to
should
wait till next
include with the amendment, it should include. that.
Thank you again. Appreciate it.
Thank you again both for coming down.
And we're dismissed now?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to make a motion to pass R 2024-0198 to the full council under second reading. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Conwell, seconded by, I heard Stevens, so I'll give it to Stevens. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, can you read the next item into the record, please?
Resolution 2024-0223, authorizing a contract with Lutheran Metropolitan Ministry in the amount not to exceed $869,320 for supportive services for youth and young adults experiencing homelessness or housing instability in connection with the Navigation and Housing Services Project for the period January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2025.
Good afternoon, David Merriman on behalf of the Department of Health and Human Services. In a minute, I'm going to ask Aaron Reardon to take the presentation over on our behalf. Do want to acknowledge that Director Melissa Sirac is in an all-day training, and so she was unavailable to come and present this really exciting grant that we have. And I appreciate Melissa, Aaron, and the team being entrepreneurial, getting out there, getting grants, always constantly working to expand programs and services and increase our vision around improving navigation of housing services, and always looking to ensure that young people are a key subpopulation. This is a goal that we've laid out in the strategic plan. It's something that Melissa stays focused on and just continues to resource that vision. So I applaud Melissa and the team. I appreciate the Office of Homeless Services continuing to grow their system. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to invite Aaron to come up and take over the presentation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Erin Reardon, Office of Homeless Services. Before I start this, I will just have to say that when we applied for this funding 4 times and finally got it on the 5th time. So we're not just out there looking for funding, like we're sticking with it until we get it. So the Office of Homeless Services, as David briefly mentioned, received a grant from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development for the Youth Homelessness Demonstration Program. And this grant is to propose new approaches to drastically reduce the number of youth experiencing homelessness. And awarded communities are required to develop what's called a coordinated community plan. And that plan has to be developed with the input of youth and young adults in the community, as well as diverse stakeholders throughout the community. And the plan lays out the groundwork for implementing YHDP, as well as a framework for any proposed projects. So based on the work that we put into that plan, the Continuum of Care determined that youth-focused navigators to improve system coordination and continuity of care for youth and young adults was an area that we wanted to focus on. LMM was awarded the contract for this project. They will be acting as the lead agency for what's called the NAV Collab, and that NAV Collab will provide navigation services, to youth and young adults ages 16 to 24 who are experiencing or at risk of homelessness. And the subrecipient agencies that LMM is partnering with will specialize with identified subpopulations. So that includes unsheltered, BIPOC, LGBTQ, too many letters, and parenting youth as well. The partner agencies are Family Promise, NEOC, Belfair, and Frontline Service. Navigators will provide wraparound services and meet immediate needs, including providing targeted financial assistance to assist youth and young adults in finding and maintaining safe and appropriate housing without a stay in shelter whenever possible. Services will be provided with an emphasis on youth choice and individualized client-driven supports. Navigators will have lived experience of homelessness to better provide peer support, and the team will be mobile to increase the number of youth-dedicated access points in our community and will work system-wide to create cohesive support for youth and young adults. We estimate that the project will serve a minimum of 175 individuals for an average of 12 months. This item is late because OHS did need some additional time to work with HUD on this. It is a new program, new to the community, brand new grant, and so the amount of time that it took us to partner with HUD and HUD technical assistance was longer than we had anticipated. So we just needed to make sure that all facets of the program met with HUD regulations and requirements. And I do also have Lisa Smith, who is the VP of Youth Resiliency Services at LMM here as well.
Lisa, did you want to share anything? Please come up front, state your name for the record, from your LMM perspective.
Good afternoon. Lisa Smith. I'm VP of Youth Resiliency Services with Lutheran Metropolitan Ministry, and happy to be here. I really didn't have much to share, only that this funding will allow us to bridge some gaps in the continuum of care. So currently we have systems, we have a youth system and an adult system. These funds will allow us the opportunity to transition those 16 and 17-year-olds that are leaving maybe from foster care, that don't have a permanent place to go, a means to transition them into either transitional housing or rapid rehousing. Oftentimes, these youth, if they've been involved in systems of care, they become homeless because they don't want to be involved in another system. So we look forward to the opportunity to assist those youth. It's been a long time coming, and I'm really excited about it. Additionally, it provides additional access for those 18 years of age and older. This provides some additional housing opportunities for them. So I just look forward to it and welcome any questions you all may have.
Thank you. I'll open it up to my colleagues first. Okay, the ages of the youth you will be working with, Aaron, that will be considered the youth in this?
So that they're 16 to 24.
16 to 24. Okay. And how much was the grant funded? What was the grant amount?
It was for 2 years, $869,320.
Okay. So that's a grant that we received?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we received the grant, and it's a renewable grant because it's from
Renewable.
HUD, so it is renewable after the 2-year period.
Any questions from a colleague? Councilman Miller?
I just have a comment, kind of a broad level comment. I support the legislation and I know it's very much needed. But I observe that the number of programs where we're hiring navigators is increasing. We have it here and we have it when it comes to the Medicare Part C and Part D and things like that with the health care and with the employment front and so some thought should be given as to how we can simplify systems so that ordinary people can deal with them without needing professional navigators. Because no matter how good we set up these navigator programs, they're not going to get to everybody that needs navigators. And so we got to give thought as to how we make these systems easier for ordinary people to understand and access. So that's my comment.
Any other comments from my colleagues? And you stated, Ms. Reardon, that this is behind, so I'm assuming that you want second reading suspension.
Yes, please.
All right, I'll make a motion to move R2024-0223 to the full council under second reading suspension. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved by Conwell, seconded by Miller. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you
Thank you.
very much for filling in, and welcome back.
Thank you.
I believe that concludes our contracts for today. As I stated earlier, in the year, we will have various presentations throughout the remaining of this year from ARPA, HHS ARPA applications, county presentations, or outside community partners that we have a connection with that would like to share. So today, without further ado, we have Executive Director LaJean Ray from the Catholic Charities Corporation, the Fatima Family Center. And she's a very integral part in my District 7. So welcome.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. I'm very pleased to come to you today to talk about what you have already done for us. So this is our presentation, and we want to start out, first of all, by saying thank you. We were the beneficiaries of ARPA funds last year, and I'm going to share with you how we used them and with the impact that they had on our community. So I'm the director of the Fatima Family Center, which is located in the Huff community, right across the street from Historic League Park. Our building opened in 2000. The center actually celebrates its 51st anniversary this year, but the community center, the family center, opened in 2000. So for 23 years, we had the same furniture, the same chairs, the same tables, and we get a lot of wear and tear. And so we were able to apply and receive generous support from our councilperson, Yvonne Conwell, to help us move our facility forward. We did a strategic plan last year, and it was a very intentional strategic plan. We interviewed our residents, we interviewed our seniors, we interviewed alumni, children who have grown up at the center and come back, we interviewed them. We interviewed our community partners, we interviewed our representatives, our elected representatives, we interviewed organizations in our community, and we interviewed people who know of us but don't use us. And so we had a very extensive strategic planning process. We started out with a staff retreat. We certainly tried to create a vision, and then we asked people, tell us what you think we need to be doing. And one of the things that came out of there was we have a really strong brand in our community. People know us, they respect us, they appreciate our work. But one of the things they talked about was improving our facility. And this funding that was given to us allowed us to do that. And so in line with our strategic plan, we have addressed the needs that were identified for us, to us, because of your generosity. So you have some information about a strategic plan. You already on 3? And so, okay, you're moving faster than me. So what we did first off, we have 3 buildings on our campus. One of them is the Father Albert Building, and in that building is our community-based services. And so we have family visitation there, we have parenting classes there, we have foster visits there. And so the furniture, the staff had been working on furniture that was older really than the new building. So and it was donated. We always had donated furniture, which we appreciate donated furniture. But we were able to really improve the building by giving everybody a new desk, new chair, new credenza, brand spanking new. That was a great day when the movie showed up with that. We also were able to put in flooring. We got window treatment. We got the building painted in the inside. We have family visitations room. They got new furniture. We got new lobby furniture. The whole place looks so much better and so much brighter and so much welcoming for the families who come for our services. And so we want to say that was a blessing to us, and thank you for that. The other thing we did was we got a new telephone system. And because we're in 2 buildings, we had a system, they had a system. Now we have one system for both buildings so we can answer the phone for each other, bringing us into the current system, giving us our technology at our fingertips, and we really appreciated that. We were able to get, again, window treatments, paint, all of that. And so the place looks beautiful, and we certainly encourage you to come and see it. The next thing we did was at the Family Center. And so we have a strong senior program. Our seniors need the chairs that can have arms on them so they can lift themselves up when they get out of them. They need cushions. What we had before did not have cushions in the seat. So if you're, we have 14 seniors who are in their 90s. We have 2 99-year-olds. And so what we want to do is give them some cushion in their chairs because, and our seniors are very vocal. They tell us all the time what they like. And so we respect them. We certainly honor them, and we want to give them the environment that they deserve. And so your funding has allowed us to do that. We were able to replace all of their chairs, all of their tables, and they love the center. And the tables are able to be moved. They're modular. They're easier for us to use. We also upgraded our conference room, 2 conference rooms with conference furniture, conference tables. We are a community gathering hub, so we have a lot of community events in our building. We were able to replace all of our banquet chairs and tables, so we had 250 additional chairs that have padding in them and cushion in them, and so I'm really excited to talk about that. The other thing is, we were able to get a digital sign in the front of our building. And I can tell you that we have already been impacted by that. So people are driving by, seeing what is going on in the building and coming into the building. So we offer yoga, we have chair cardio, we have a lot of services that people didn't recognize or realize, and now they're coming to take themselves advantage of the services that we offer. So we're giving you pictures of all of the things that we're doing. We got new flooring. We got conference room furniture, lobby room furniture, and the building just looks so much nicer and certainly up to date. And I'm always proud of the center, but I'm more proud because it looks like it should look, and it looks like people care about it, and it looks like we're a quality service, quality center, quality facility, and you are responsible for that. So you have a slide of our summer camp started on Monday, and we have 80 children in summer camp. We have a group of a camp for 13-year-olds this year. It's 10 of them, and Monday we start our teen camp. It's 22 of them. So all of our services, all of our facilities being highly used as always, and your contribution made it certainly something that we're grateful for. So you have a breakdown of how we spent the funding that you gave us, and I encourage you to please come by and get a tour and see for yourself what a difference you've made all across our campus. And I'll take any questions that you have.
I will open it up to any of my colleagues. I would just like to say that I toured
Yes.
already. So I saw it firsthand. Very exciting. And that corner is having, in Huff and Lexington, is having a rebirth. So we have a new
Library.
CPL library across the street from them. They have the Legacy Park, which is across the street from Fatima. And I believe they're building houses
Yes,
on
yes,
the
yes,
opposite
yes,
corner. So
yes.
really has come a long way in the 13 years that I've been elected representative here. Also, Fatima Center, we will be having a sexennial reappraisal meetings July 29th, and she has graciously allowed the county staff to come and utilize her facility from 6:30 to 8 that evening, so we can make sure that it's close, it's in the community where our seniors and our homeowners primarily can walk to, so they can be able to hear that information that's important in regards to the taxes. And a shout out for the Breen Center on the west side. We'll be hosting on July 30th for my west side, part of my district, for the sexennial as well. So we thank you. And Executive Director LaJean Ray, she's just one of those individuals that give back, so she has allowed me over the course of my tenure to host several county meetings there way before ARPA even came into existence. So I just want you to know her heart, and it was very, God's and everything
Yeah.
was the plan, and to give us these ARPA funding where I could actually be able to give back. So
Oh, I appreciate it,
very
too.
thankful for that, to see the need. And I believe July 10th or 11th, we will have some of her little young
The teen camp,
individuals
yeah, a
coming
transitional
here
camp.
to tour with us and ask questions. And I'll get you the dates specifically. It's either the 10th or the 11th, that she is taking all of her students around to various organizations in their community to learn about them. We used to do it on a regular basis.
yes.
And then it kind of fell off with COVID. So we look forward to welcoming them back.
All right.
And we'll probably host them here in the chambers.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for
welcome.
giving us your update. Very pleased at the work that you guys did, and hopefully we can get some more money.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Say it louder.
More money.
I know what to do with it, Councilwoman. No other questions for me?
No.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and just because for miscellaneous business, one of my colleagues was not here in the earlier part of the meeting, it was stated that the Pay for Success update will be a presentation at next HHS meeting. So this meeting is adjourned.
Wait.
Oh, hold.
I was trying. Sharon's birthday.
Happy birthday to Sharon.
Thank
You
you.
didn't, one slipped past me. I did not know that.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you for your help that you do and the work that you do, Sharon, for this committee. Thank you very much.
Of course, my pleasure. Thank you.
Meeting is adjourned.